And so not only is your relationship with your students important, but your relationship with the person you're teaching with is important. And this all can become more clear with the temperament. The most popular comment I hear is like a light went on. And we're going to do a little activity here to start out with to figure out a little bit more about temperament. And I'm going to pass around a few things. Okay, does everybody have their prop? What I'm doing is I'm going to introduce you to each temperament through a different object, a different food. I decided to use foods today. And then I have these little charts here that I created, and they're the colored charts. And I just have some descriptions here of your physical body in the yellow. Now, what does this mean? You know, of course, in a short period of time, we can't figure out, sit here and figure out everybody's temperament and everybody's child's temperament. But I hope I've given you some of the tools to help you. But how many people here have learned so much from their children? I mean, half of what I know is from my children, I think. But you can still use the knowledge, even if you're not accommodating them, because it helps you understand their reaction. It's really interesting to see how each temperament, what their needs are in the classroom. And it was fun for me to experience this with each of my children, because from a very young age, my children would, if they tried to say, well, you did this different with this child, I'd say, yeah. I think people underestimate the magic of time. And that's why one reason I love the 3-day rhythm, or even the 2-day rhythm, because that gives the child time. You know what, I don't care if it's raining, snowing, whatever, we're going outdoors. And that's so perfect, because otherwise you get that sanguine child indoors for too long, any child really at a certain age, and they just start to go, stir crazy. Then but it's not only the student that matters with the temperaments. So I go into a little bit about the teacher. Us as teachers, as parents, so knowing your own temperament can be really helpful, because then you can figure out how is your temperament affecting the children in your classroom. One thing that I love about Waldorf education as the teacher, is we take that time for inner work and reflection.
What age are you comfortable determining the temperament?
Oh, that's a good question. I know that traditionally, Steiner said, so that's sort of a summary of teaching with the temperaments.